Good afternoon, everyone. Geegado Megwan here with another Chatting with Wisdom. So we're here for day 12 of our Optimism Challenge. And so I've got some really cool, exciting news is that I am going to do this beyond the 30 days. So obviously we're doing the challenge for the 30 days and it's free. And so you guys are able to come and join us, or to continue to join us. But I also have, so starting September 4th, which is a Wednesday, every Wednesday at 1 p.m., we're going to be coming together on Zoom. And if you can't come together on the Zoom specifically, you can come back and get the replay. But we're really going to dive deep into optimism. So the program is actually called Beyond Brightness. And so for those of you who can see my screen, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so here is the website. So it's rolliealair.ca at Beyond Brightness. And so I'm just going to share a little bit about it. That link in here so that you guys have access to the link. So now, so what we're going to do is we're going to be jumping in for 12 weeks. So for 12 weeks, starting September 4th, we are really going to dive in towards setting up like some lasting optimism. So as I've shared at the beginning is typically I am the glass half full, which really, really works for me. But over the last couple months, I've had a little bit more challenge. It's been a little bit more challenging for me to stay more positive, which is why I did the optimism challenge. Well, now we're going to really kind of dive deep into that positivity and that optimism and really get into that whole resilience building. So we've all have resilience. We've all had things that we have had going on over the years. And so this is definitely something that you'll be able to continue, dive in. We're going to work towards mastering mindfulness and fostering positive relationships. And I know a lot of people that I deal with really struggle with that positive relationship. How do we set boundaries? How do we follow through on the boundaries? A lot of times we are able to set the boundaries, but then we pull back on those boundaries. But we're really going to dive into like, how can we actually mold this into our own and really get into it. So we're going to have weekly themes. So we're going to dive into emotional intelligence, resilience building, and positive communication. We're going to do some personalized coaching. So we will have some one-on-one sessions as well as the group sessions. So that will be something over the next 12 weeks that we will set up sometimes where we can go in and dive in deeper for yourself to be able to set some of your goals, see where things are, and maybe just do a little bit of talk therapy for whatever it is that you need and kind of going from there. We're going to have a resource library. So Grace has been working on that portion of things. And we're going to have weekly practical challenges. And so it's going to be lots of fun. And don't stress out about like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do homework every week, because it really is those little steps and really being able to dive in. And I will have some more complex, some very simple ones, all depending on what people need. And so, but right now, starting today, we have the early bird pricing. And so that is good until August 20th. So you have access to $449 CAD. And so for those of you who are not Canadian, especially if you're used to US dollars, it's already a discount, but you actually get to, if you pay the full amount right up front. But I also have a payment plan. So it's $150 a month. So this year is going to be changed because it's actually 3 payments of $150. And then we have the returning participants. So if you've already been on this challenge with me, you can actually get this for $399. If you sign up now, which is $100 savings from the regular price. But if you sign up now, before the early bird ends, it's actually going to be $349. So you actually get to save that $100 regardless. And so, yeah, so that's definitely if you want to be able to sign up. So, but again, we're not starting until September 4th. We are continuing with this 30-day challenge. And we're really going to be learning to transform and just being able to put things in our toolbox. And so if you have any questions, you can send a message to Grace at info@rolliealaire.ca, and she'll be able to help you with whatever it is that you have going on. But the sign up is pretty quick, pretty easy. So yeah, come on in and join us for this challenge. So now let's get back to what it is that we were originally here for. So today is day 12 of the challenge, and today's post is about exercise boost. And so one of the things that last month is that, so hitting I'm going to kind of go back. So 7,500 steps a day is my goal. But that is typically very hard for me to follow. And so I really have a hard time getting to $100 or to $7,500 or 7,500 steps a day. $7,500 a day. Wouldn't that be awesome? And so, but it would be, so that's always been a challenge. And so one of the things that I ended up doing in July is that I ended up at an average of almost 11,000 steps per day. And that was an average. So that meant that I didn't do it every single day. But my average, because some of the days were really high. So, so my exercise boost for me is to really stay in that, that frame, stay in that time frame of being able to get at least 7,500 steps a day, but I want to keep at a 10,000 a day. But when I look at my numbers to where I'm at, where am I at? So it might be a little bit more challenging for me, which is all the more reason for me to be able to push it through. So I was, so tomorrow I start walking with Lizzie. And so so I'm going to have my 2 days of walking with Lizzie. So Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that should help. And so my average steps so far, okay, why can't I find? Why can't I find my average? Normally I don't have trouble doing this. Oh, there we go. Okay, so my average step for the month of August is only 6,665. So I've got some work to do because I need to minimum at least get 7,500 steps. And so my month of, okay. So my month of July was 10,192. My month of June was only 8,704. And then May, so like this is my typical. So my typical was like I wasn't even hitting the 7,500 a day. So 6,249. April was 4,995. So I'm in and around, I'm actually looking back. So I'm in and around the 4,000 mark at the pretty much on average. Oh, actually, if I go into 2023, I was closer to the 6. But anyway, so minimum 7,500 for the month of August, but I want to be able to get up to 75 or to back up to 10,000 for August. So let's see where we go. And so what is your exercise boost? What is it that you want to be able to do to increase something? So it could be extra steps. It could be walking up your stairs, whatever it is. Let's see what exercise boosts that you are going to do this month. So anyway, on that note, I will chat soon and I will talk to you guys later. Bye for now.